Uh-huh. Okay, on to number 4. Number 4 of Julian's list of games that he loves is Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Good game.
Good game. Good game. Lord knows I've sucked at it I've sucked at it for a while because I stopped playing it so much because I didn't have an arcade nearby that had it anymore. But
Yeah.
yep, I enjoyed myself because it wasn't the fact I don't really care about that whole thing of there were a majority of characters in that game that were pretty terrible. But if you have a bunch of friends who pretty much just randomly play it for the hell of it and don't really care to do tournament like stuff and actually set up teams just to have just to play with a bunch of random Marvel and Capcom characters, it's pretty fun. Me and Scott actually randomly will just play it whenever we get bored.
Yeah, it's enjoyable. It's my favorite Marvel vs. Capcom game, especially because of the huge character roster. It's just enjoyable.
Yes, and that was a good had a good Jill Valentine in it.
Yes, because she was a member of Stars.
And the game will never let you forget it.
No.
And it also had pretty much what other game could let me use Mega Man, Spider-Man, and freaking a Servbot in the same game? None, I tell you.
Back when Capcom cared about Mega Man.
Yes, back when Capcom cared about Mega Man, we're not going to get on that tangent right now.
Bros. He's in the Smash Bros.
Surprisingly.
But I loved that. I loved that game. I loved it to death. And when I found out it came on the I actually bought it for the PS2, and that trying to beat that was difficult. And when I found out it was on the PSN, I bought it in a heartbeat.
I remember paying $60 for a used copy of it for the Xbox One.
It cost me almost $70 to buy it for PS.
Scott, Xbox original.
Oh, I'm sorry. Because they wanted to be stupid with their naming.
Whatever. But yep, that's Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Anybody who's a fighting game enthusiast should know about this game, and if you don't know about this game, you're an idiot.
And you should play it.
It's superior to Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Alright, so dang it. I didn't expect this. Number 4 is Tales of Vesperia.
Ha!
Really now? You didn't expect Scott to go.
No,
I didn't expect it to be so. I didn't expect it to be so close to mine.
Jacques, I figured that the three of us were gonna have some that crossed over each other's.
Yeah. So I didn't have Tales of Vesperia, but I thought it would be either further up or further down. I didn't think he'd be like the one before mine.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I enjoy Tales of Vesperia. It's like this is my favorite in the Tales of series, and it's because one, it has my favorite it has my favorite main character in any JRPG, because he's not a whiny pissant like Titus. He's not a bright-eyed. He's not a bright-eyed child, like optimistic child like Sora, like Sora, so many other JRPG characters. He's a badass, and it is just awesome. I just love how much of a badass he is, and I love
the game loves to remind you of how much of a badass he is.
Vigilantism.
He's a badass, but he never comes off as too much of a badass. He's like he's like he's still what's the word? Hold on.
That person in school that all the normal kids like, but then all the snobby douches don't like. Yeah, pretty much that's what Yuri Lowell is.
That's Yuri Lowell. That's why he's awesome. That's why Yuri Lowell is my favorite JRPG main character ever.
So Scott, remember that time in Tales of Vesperia what happened to Yuri, and you pretty much were pissed for days?
Don't bring up the Dane Nomos. Do not bring up my traumatic memories with him.
Oh God, you're so bad. He brought literally he
That's down the
came
whole.
to Scott came to Valencia one day, so mad about it. He's like, "Oh my God!" After this fight, and I actually had to go online and look it up myself to see what he was talking about. And it was funny because the person that I taught on after that happened, pretty much it gave him an achievement.
Yes, it gives you an achievement after Yuri falls to his death. Well, his assumed death.
It's like, bam, well, you unlocked, yeah, achievement, yeah, but your main character
So
just fell off.
it's more of black screen. Ding.
Yeah, congratulations, congratulations, you beat the boss, but now you're dead.
So badly timed. All right,
I think they did that on purpose. I swear.
they probably did. All right, my number 4, The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap for the Game Boy Advance.
I knew it. I knew it would be on this list.
The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap is my favorite Zelda game. I always loved the top-down Zelda games over the 3D ones. And Minish Cap was just like perfection in that aspect. I love it to death. I have the whole game memorized. I can replay it as often as I feel like it. I think I've beaten it 4 or 5 times now. It's just so much fun. The plot's nothing to write home about, but it's still, the gameplay just makes up for it so much.
I never played the Minish Cap. I've seen what playthroughs of it though. It does look entertaining.
Yeah.
But I can't really stand. But I hate having to. I don't really like the whole shrinking aspect of it. But to each their own.
You get used to it pretty quick, but it's, again, to each his own. I love it.
It's coming from the person who has not yet to beat a Legend of Zelda game he owns. Wait, no. Wait. I think I beat Twilight Princess when I rented it. I think I beat Twilight Princess when I rented it. I don't know because I lost my fucking data.
I don't know, because I've beaten about 4, so. Alright. Moving on to number
then. Okay, before I mention number 3, I'm going to mention one game that pretty much fell out of the slot when I was thinking about it because it was at number 3 at first, and then it fell out because, well, I'm like, no point putting it in here because literally it's just, well, it's what everybody would want. It's kind of what everybody kind of expects out of me. It was Budokai Tenkaichi 3. It was going to be on this list, but then I dropped out of it because it's a Dragon Ball Z game, and it's an anime game, and, well, of course I would like it because it revolves around an anime, and I didn't want to put any anime games on this list. Keep this pure anime games.
So what'd you put on the list?
Okay, my number 3 is Sonic Heroes for the GameCube and for the PS2
Woohoo.
and for the Xbox.
Sonic games.
One of the misunderstood Sonic games that people thought was one of the worst Sonic games, along with Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06.
Well, nowadays people see it as more one of the meh Sonic games.
I thought this actually is my favorite Sonic game of all time. Sonic Heroes was good. It had decent gameplay. It didn't try to bog you down with a story, like too much of a story, like the 2 later games after it would. Freaking Shadow the Hedgehog and Sonic 06. I'm looking at you, you bastards.
Yeah.
And then the Chaos Emeralds weren't mandatory. It wasn't part of the plot for you to get the Chaos Emeralds, no matter how difficult they were to get it. And then I know my friend Robert out there is still pissed off about how they did the supersonic fight because Sonic and his 2 yellow orbs of justice. Oh God, that's funny.
Yes.
But
wait, so you mean Sonic and his balls?
Yes.
Saved the world?
Yes. But it was still, and I still loved that game. It was awesome. I constantly find myself playing that more than Sonic Adventure 2, and I love me some Sonic Adventure 2. But Sonic Heroes was for me the best, and also, me and my nephew really do get competitive in that dang game more than anything else because, well, I will remind him why Team Chaotic is one of the best teams ever, and he will know, and he has always seen that. He will always know.
Yeah.
Team Chaotix. and then Team
They
Sonic.
are a good team.
And Team Rose is always last because, 2 girls and a retard. Sorry.
Yeah. I don't know. To me, Sonic Heroes was a good game. I played it. I still enjoy it, but it's not one of my favorites. All right, Jacques.
All right, mine is Tekken 4.
I had a feeling I'd come on this list.
Yeah, you know Tekken 4 is going to be on this list.
Because you
Yeah.
played it to death.
I just I don't know. It's mostly I love the entire Tekken series, but I put more time into Tekken 4 than any other Tekken game. So that's why I'm putting it on. Let's put that in my number 3, my number 3 slot. It's just one of my more. It was one of the most fun fighting games I've ever played. I just love the heck out of Tekken. I played a lot of Tekken 3. I played a lot more Tekken 4, and it's just Tekken. Tekken is just a great fighting game.
Yeah.
Yes.
My thoughts on Tekken 4 was actually it was the first Tekken game I ever played was Tekken 4. I got it because it was like $5 down at a GameStop. And it was my first introduction to Tekken, and really it caught me into Tekken quite hard. It was a lot of fun. I remember spending hours just beating that game real quick,
I swear I'm
and
the
then
only person.
couldn't wait for Tekken 5 to come out.
Honestly, am I the only one in this group that actually played Tekken 1?
I think so.
Well, actually, I played it once in the past.
I played it after I was already a fan of Tekken.
Tekken 1,
Yeah,
pretty much
yeah.
Tekken 1. I played Tekken 1, Tekken 2. Actually, I have always been a decent fan of Tekken from the beginning. I played every single Tekken game that has come out. Every single Tekken game that's come out. And I've even seen the live action movie, the animated movie, the 3D
The live action.
the 3D movie. Oh god. Oh god, Tekken Blood Vengeance. Why? Just
So
why? But and actually all the Tekken movies were terrible if I really think about it.
Yeah.
Because the live action one did not represent Tekken, did not do a Tekken representation very well, but
Oh,
it's live action movies, what can you do? The animated movie was terribly dubbed and ridiculously stupid. Even without the dub, it was dumb. And Blood Vengeance was just
boring.
the main characters literally got kind of just sidetracked, and then we went right back into Jin, Kazuya, and Heihachi again.
Yeah.
Good lord, just no. Just no. But then, yeah, I played my favorite even though my favorite Tekken game is still Tekken 5.
Tekken 5 was good. That's how I played Tekken 1, was because they have Tekken 1 and 2 on the Tekken 5 disc.
The boss, the boss in the Tekken 5 is ridiculous.
Junpachi?
Yes.
You think it's worse than a Razel?
No,
Azazel's worse.
Whatever.
Are worse. I just remember when I was like in high school playing Tekken 5 and I fought Jinpachi. It was ridiculous how freaking annoying he was.
Yeah. He was annoying, but I still think Azazel's worse.
Oh yes, he is, because Jinpachi doesn't freaking throw giant bugs that do more than one dang hit of damage at you.
Yeah, I know. So that's why Azazel is worse, and you guys need to fight the gold Azazel.
No, because I'm not crazy like you.
Yeah. But